Like, I'm not talking about experiencing that, but I'm saying, like, Reapers! What's is good? It's your boy Laser. Using the visor back with another scary reaction video. He's on this scary content, so I continue to do that for you guys. This is reacting to the scariest coincidences content video. Guys, there's videos of like coincidences, like creepy shit we can't like understand. Creepy as fuck. You guys are scary content. You want scary videos like features, please hit the like button. Subscribe and turn notifications on. It takes us a second. I'll stream every night. Twitch, video, channel streams. Let's dive straight in this video.
Number 10. A news reporter is doing a basic story about heavy traffic patterns in Gwinnett County, Georgia. When she stops and interviews a random person passing by, he politely comments about local transportation for a bit and then quickly goes on his way.
When they have its own public transportation, so
what's going on?
The news reporter is later contacted by police for urgent questioning. A witness says that they saw a man rob a bank and then afterwards stop at a news van to conduct an interview. The interview footage
so motherfucker, this guy was literally like accused of robbing in the interview.
You see here, along with photos of a license plate and other surveillance footage, was enough for police to arrest him.
Wow.
The man is Eric Rivers and quickly took him into custody.
Damn.
A news team is reporting on a bank heist in Minnesota that happened yesterday when suddenly a bank employee comes flying out of the building, pointing out someone off camera.
Tyler, just 24 hours ago, this bank in North... What? Oh, that's the robber.
There's the bad guy right there.
Oh shit, he's like, hey, what's up, buddy? I just robbed the place. Good day, huh? Don't miss work. Don't get stuck in the traffic. I'll put a gun up to your fucking skull if you talk shit to me, because I'm the robber.
The banker says as he sprints towards the subject, who is getting into a van. As it turns out, a man named Ryan Lisco had just robbed the same bank.
He looks scary as fuck.
The news team just happened to be there reporting the first incident when the exact same thing unfolded for a second time right before their very eyes. Ryan was captured shortly thereafter and sentenced to nearly 10 years in prison.
God damn.
Unfortunately, this probably won't happen a third time anytime soon. Number 8. Ethan Menard and his friend are out exploring when they find a long tunnel that gives off a creepy vibe. When they are commenting on how dark the tunnel is and just trying to keep calm in general, when suddenly a small child's voice chimes in somewhere behind them.
It's like pitch black in here.
What are they doing exploring a tunnel, bro? Oh yeah, long ass neck. AT, is that you, bitch? Let me make my neck long. Ah! AT. Be good. AT.
The timing of this creepy small voice is quite a curious and morbid coincidence. It simply says hello at just the right moment during a pause in their conversation.
It's like pitch black in here.
Whether this was real or edited is up for you to decide, but I think there is a strong chance that something paranormal was down there.
Interesting.
Number 7. Rashawn Richardson was a star player for the Hillcrest High basketball team in Dallas, Texas. He was practically unstoppable on the court and could easily sink 30 points in a single game. His legendary reputation as a star athlete grew for 9 months until one day everyone found out the real reason why he was so much better than everyone else. Rashawn is playing another nearly flawless game when the other team's
flawless,
recognizes him from somewhere flawless. Memory is hazy, but then it dawns on him. He clearly remembers coaching this student 7 years ago. He immediately alerts the school about the situation.
Wait, so this motherfucker definition of peaking in high school, what the fuck?
As it turns out, Rashawn Richardson is actually a full-grown man named Sidney Gilstrap Portley.
This motherfucker peaked in high school.
He is 25 years old and is now facing numerous charges for falsely enrolling in a high school.
Yo, what the fuck?
Stemming from his alleged 14-year-old girlfriend.
Definition of peaking in high school.
Had no idea of his true age.
14 years old girlfriend. This motherfucker peaked. Holy shit! Damn!
An identity at the time. What's most incredible is how no one, from students to faculty members, even suspected him of being far older than he claimed.
That's actually
Here's a
crazy.
quick video of him blending in at lunch.
Yo, that's actually crazy. What the fuck?
Tell me if you would suspect this man is in his mid-20s instead of 17. Anyway, if he hadn't by coincidence played a game against his old high school team, then Sydney could have very well have remained in school to this day. After all, he wasn't scheduled to graduate from Hillcrest until the year 2020. It really makes you wonder if maybe one day something similar will be discovered about a student who goes to your school. What a coincidence that would be.
That motherfucker
Number
peaked.
6. Christina Carr is all alone in her old attic in New Jersey, but she feels like she is constantly being watched. She invites anything lurking in the shadows to make its presence known.
Is anybody in here with me?
It isn't long before she gets a response.
Wait, what's going on?
Goodness.
Good gracious.
She does not hear it at the time, but the disembodied voice of an older woman timidly asks hello. The voice sounds alarmed and confused, almost like it's asking for help. Christina continues to poke around the attic asking questions until she gets another potential sign in the form of distant sirens.
Store a few things, that's all.
Oh, interesting.
I hear some kind of alarm.
Wait, what's going on?
If you think this alarm was just a coincidence, or if you think a paranormal presence was somehow trying to warn Christina to stay away from the attic. Number 5. Good Morning America was in the process of completing their daily segment when co-host Robin Roberts couldn't help but notice a striking similarity between a suspect from a
Yo, what? Oh, damn, bro. That man's about to lose his job over something he didn't even do.
previous story and her co-host, Josh Elliott.
I don't know. You just remind me of someone all of a sudden. I'm just looking at you,
Where are you
and
going?
I can't.
Where are you going,
I
Roberts?
can't.
Oh,
remember.
shit.
Well, the co-host, Josh, and the suspect certainly look alike. This wasn't the only person this was the case with. The original reporter who reported on the incident also looked disturbingly similar to the suspect.
That's creepy as
Police
fuck.
really want to get this guy. The police are on the hunt for the man resembling this sketch.
Although cases of coincidences where the newscaster looks like the report.
No, I feel bad because, like, I know this guy isn't bad, but it's like being like you look like a police sketch and like they're on your ass. No, for something you didn't
Suspect
do.
can certainly be humorous. They can also be quite creepy. This suspect is accused of attacking a woman after a traffic incident. Therefore, I hope the real suspect was brought to justice.
It's creepy as fuck.
Number 4.
And I always look up to the sky and I always say, "Hi, Dad."
Hi,
That's
God.
how a YouTuber named Jennifer Moen5 pays her respects to her dad, who has since passed on. Then one day it
Ooh.
looks like her father says hello back to her and her family.
No way.
Oh boy.
Yo, what the
You can see a
fuck?
shimmering orb rise and fall to the ground.
No, that's actually
as soon as
trippy.
she says hi to her father. I wanted to add that this is the only paranormal video on Jennifer's channel.
That's
which
trippy.
otherwise focuses on enjoying wholesome moments with family.
That's actually
So I
trippy,
really
bro.
don't think this is video editing. I also wanted to ask that everyone please show the utmost respect when telling me if you believe this is real or fake, since it deals with the memory of a loved one. Number 3. Like many YouTubers, Jack Stevens uses his channel to archive various vacation videos and family memories for his own personal enjoyment. Most of it is ordinary travel footage, but there's one video in particular that was taken during his stay in Biltmore Hotel in Providence, Rhode Island, that's extremely eerie. He's all alone in his room when a big light overhead starts acting up, so he starts to record it for proof. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it's definitely weird how the lights only seem to flicker on and off.
Interesting.
When he's talking about them.
And as you can see, that's the lamp. It's hanging. Let's see.
Oh!
There it goes. Did you see that?
Flickered like that.
Yes, electrical malfunctions in an old hotel isn't that big of a deal, but that's not all that happens. When Jack Stevens is finished recording all of the other rooms to prove that he really is all alone, he returns to the main room only to find the overhead lamp is now doing this on its own.
Okay, so I don't know how it is doing this.
You're telling me, Jack? You're telling me, man.
It continues to swing in small circles for a full minute without any sign of slowing down. Even if this was fake and someone else was in the room to move it, the lamp should eventually stop swinging in circles, but it never does. At this point, Jack Stevens is sufficiently creeped out and has to check out of this hotel early. Number 2. These twins were born in Ohio during the 1940s and share an amazing history.
Oh, this guy right here. I see the video on this, I think. The guy in the middle was literally a killer.
Full of startling coincidences. They were put up for adoption at only...
Well, I think this is the same one. Hold on, never mind. I thought this was like the game show one.
3 weeks old and ended up with different last names. One of them was named Jim Springer and the other one was named Jim Lewis. But to cut down on confusion, I'll refer to them as Jim and Lewis from now on. So Lewis knew that he had a twin brother, but Jim did not. With the help of the courts, Lewis used his adoption papers to track his brother down a full 39 years later. When they finally met, the two quickly found they had a lot more in common than just genetics. Okay, so get this. They both married different women named Linda. That's definitely strange, but I guess it's not totally impossible. But then they both got divorced and remarried 2 different women named Betty. They both have sons and both are named James Allen. They even gave their dogs the same name of Toy. It gets even crazier. Despite never meeting for most of their lives, they both got involved in law enforcement and even vacationed at the same small beach in Florida. Florida! They have different cousins who were named Larry. Their case was so phenomenal that the University of Minnesota decided to run tests to find out exactly how alike they really were.
All the tests Johnny showed so far that they're identical. It's just like the same person taking the test twice. They're that close.
That's a strange feeling.
Sure it is.
Some of these tests were very unlikely to produce the same results too. Like, they would be put into different rooms and told to draw a picture. Out of all possible choices, they both chose to draw a man who looked very similar in both versions. Another experiment isolated them again, and then asked them to make up a random story. Both of them, despite being in separate rooms, made up a story about a family working in a field. These strange coincidences clearly prove that twins tend to think alike, even when kept in separate environments. And if a complete stranger who thinks almost exactly like you isn't one of the creepiest thoughts imaginable, then I guess I don't know what is. Before we get to number 1! A lifeless person is wrapped in a blue tarp that was recently found in Camptown, Pennsylvania.
Oh shit.
And the local news reporter is digging for details. She arranges for an interview with someone named Matthew Haverly, a man who happens to live across from the creek where the person was found. He acts completely surprised about the situation and disavows any knowledge of what could have transpired.
I had no clue. Sad to say that that's someone's either daughter, mother, whatever, both.
Huh?
Hours later, police discover that the person was, in fact, none other than Matthew's mother, which makes this last comment a terrible coincidence. If Matthew was aware beforehand that it was his mother floating in the creek, he gives absolutely no indication at the time. He ends the short interview by saying how the person was probably dumped in the creek out of town by hitmen.
Yo!
A place where people from the city would want to put a body because most likely they wouldn't be found.
Police investigators don't buy.
Usually you should just like burn a body. Like, I mean, I don't. Like, I'm not talking like I have experience in that, but I'm saying like, Nah, but if you want to hide a body, bro, burn it, bro. Burn that shit. And then it'll just turn to ashes. If you put it in water, that's stupid because the body's still intact and shit. If you burn it like you cremated it and shit, you like nobody will know the identity. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like.
By this explanation one bit, they raid his property, and in his shed they find the same blue tarp that his mother's body was wrapped in. As of this date, he has been charged with a capital offense but not yet convicted.
That's
If he
really
is
scary.
guilty, then this means out of sheer coincidence, the reporter had unknowingly scheduled an interview with the very same man who had
Looks scary as fuck, bro. What kind of haircut is that? Goofy!
taken his mother's life not too long ago. She may very well have been standing just a few feet away from a calm and collected psycho without realizing it. In an era of
Damn, it's crazy. Well, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. Those videos are absolutely scary as fuck, bro. Like, imagine being a news reporter, bro, and then you're committed of like a murder, bro. That's crazy. If you guys enjoy scary content, you know what scary is like the future today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.